What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. And again, this is about GBTC, or the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. Yes, it is not an ETF, as many of you had commented in the last video. Well aware. Just want to say it traded like an ETF as far as how you could buy it over the counter. Please, please, please do consider subscribing. If you like that video that I mentioned and this video, please consider subscribing. That really helps me out a lot and it makes me want to make more videos. So let's keep those subscriptions rolling in. So let's get right into it. Today, as of March 24th, 2021, we actually learned some news from yesterday about Grayscale, the CEO, talking about the wait and see approach for are they going to actually take the ETF forward? Are they going to take it forward and are they going to, really commit to creating a real ETF rather than just the trust? And, I've heard some rumblings that the ETF would replace the trust because the trust right now trades at a premium, and the premium would absolutely go down if ETFs were created because ETFs are typically very much low cost, especially under 2%, especially under 1% in most cases. And the more products there are in the market and the less expensive they are, the more Grayscale's Bitcoin Trust, the Bitcoin Trust, it doesn't look as appealing because it's super expensive and everyone else is owning Bitcoin and at a lower, cost to own a trust or an ETF. So why would you want to buy the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust? So other companies' ETFs, or if Grayscale decides to turn the trust into an ETF, could damage the reputation of this trust and it could drag it down, which would not be good for them because why would you cannibalize one of your own products? So anyway, the Grayscale CEO, suggested that they are not ready to move forward quite yet because of these factors, as far as like offering lower fees. Um, and the premium and the discount discrepancies, it's spooked some people from actually buying GBTC, um, because of those premiums that I'd mentioned before, and it just doesn't I mean, like the CEO again said that the trust's 2% annual fee would remain, but remember that there are additional costs associated in the actual price of the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. It's like marketing and its other administrative costs are factored in, unlike the normal 2% or outside of the normal 2%. It's not included in that 2%. When and if the actual price of the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust goes down, we also have the other side of things where this Seeking Alpha contributor wrote about how it actually is a good thing to hold GBTC, as far as sometimes you can get it at a discount compared to its net asset value. I'm not really a huge proponent of this. I actually point more towards like the negatives if you are going to own the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, because uh, it it it's not a given that it's going to trade at a lower uh, premium compared to the net asset value. It's most likely going to always trade higher, again, because of the fees that are included in the price of the premium and the 2% annual fee. So I don't think that, I like his point. You can definitely go read this article yourself called, Grayscale Bitcoin Trust Buying Bitcoin at a Discount, but it doesn't really make sense for most people when they are trying to decide whether or not to buy, the GBTC versus Bitcoin on the CoinDesk marketplace, or the, Square or PayPal, uh, or other, marketplaces you can buy Bitcoin, it I don't know. I just find that this is good information, but it still isn't, necessarily what is true all the time. Most of the time, the GBTC, the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, trades at a premium, and you can just go buy, Bitcoin at a way cheaper price, like I said, through a PayPal or through a Square than you would here, or CoinDesk. Um, and one of the reasons why, actually, you could see the price going up would be, actually, he also mentioned down too. Why you could see the price of GBTC going uh, up or down, most likely up, is because of the ARK. ARK W, the ARK Next Generation Fund, actually has GBTC as its second biggest holding. That's a good thing and a bad thing. We'll go over the good thing first. It's a good thing because when more people buy ARK W, the more the Bitcoin trust goes up. The Grayscale Bitcoin trust goes up. So that is a good thing, because, that is, if you unintentionally want to buy Bitcoin and you don't want to buy the Grayscale Bitcoin trust, you can actually buy the ARKW fund and you still own Bitcoin through owning, Grayscale. So that is, something to consider. But also at the same time, this is what I meant by the bad side of this, is that if you own ARKW and it goes down, it has to sell, because it's a momentum trader and it swing trades basically every single day. Kathy Wood is out here making trades based on fluctuation. They might have to liquidate, and that could involve liquidating some of their GBTC. So if ARK sells, that's a huge blow to GBTC, because a lot of people own Bitcoin through Grayscale, through ARK. So anyway, that's just my take on it. If you have any other questions, or if you, like this video, if you, just make a comment about anything that you heard me talk about, or anything from these two articles, and what you think about, the Grayscale premium. Let me know if you own Grayscale and how you buy your Bitcoin. I'd love to know. So talk to you guys soon.